Hi, welcome everyone to another edition of Quizzing with the Comedians. This is quarterfinal two. We already had the first quarterfinal where Vishal Daima and Abbas Dalal qualified for semi-finals, which are going to happen on Sunday. And we have a new set of four people, out of which two will qualify to the semi-finals. Okay, we can now start with the semi-final. I'm going to call all our quarterfinalists. Give it up for one of my favorite person, Anirban Das Gupta.
Hello.
Okay. Next up is is one of like everyone's favorite. Give it up for Kaneez Furka.
Hey!
Oh my God! Wow!
Oh,
Wow!
I put my clever glasses on.
Wow! Okay. Good. We go to the third contestant now. Give it up for Supriya Joshi.
Hello, my twin.
That's the third contestant. The fourth contestant. Give it up for Vaibhav Sethi, everyone. Cool. All the way, Anirban, Kaneez, Supriya, Vaibhav. First direct question to Anirban. Which party was founded by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1939 after his break from the Congress? So, as Subhash Chandra Bose had a tiff with Congress and he decided to quit Congress, started his own party. What was the name of that political party?
Is it forward block?
It is Forward Bloc. Beautiful answer. All India Forward Bloc.
Wow.
10 points to
Wow.
Anirban.
Thank you, KV.
No, these are All India Forward Bloc is correct. Anirban gets it right. Next, direct to Kaneez. This is from, again, an Indian question, but a sports funda question. So, India's National Sports Day is celebrated on 29th August every year. Okay. Why is it celebrated on 29th August? Is because 29th August is the birthday of a legendary sports person. Okay. All we need to know, all we need to answer is whose birthday are we talking about? So basically, on whose birthday do we celebrate India's National Sports Day? So he has to be one of the most important sports figure in our history. In fact, by some argument, he's probably the greatest sports person in
Right.
Indian history. Who is this person?
My answer is Sachin Tendulkar.
Not Sachin Tendulkar. Going to Supriya Joshi.
Well, he is the greatest.
Is it Milkha Singh?
Good guess, but not Milkha Singh. Going to Vaibhav now.
Is it Dhyanchand?
It is Dhyan Chand. 10 points to Vaibhav. This is Major Dhyan Chand, the legendary, probably the greatest hockey player of all time in the world. There are many stories about Dhyan Chand. We all know that, the urban legends of how Hitler himself came to him after 1936 World Cup. Sorry, 1936 Olympics. And he was like, "Hey, why don't you join German army and play for Germany?"
Really?
And he was a patriotic person, and he said, "No, I'll continue playing for
He
India."
said 9.
1 point to Supriya. So Vaibhav got 10 points, which means the next direct will be Anirban. In 1992, which Indian cricketer became the first overseas player to represent the county of Yorkshire? So Yorkshire is a county in England. They have a great legacy of cricket, and it was the first time in their history that they signed an overseas player, and that overseas player was an Indian. Which Indian cricketer are we talking about?
Tendulkar.
Yeah, Kaneez said it one question earlier. It is Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar was signed by Yorkshire in the early 90s. Okay, cool. So Anirban gets 10 and we move to Kaneez. Kaneez, the independent sovereignty of which state was recognized by the government of Italy in the Lateran Treaty of 1929. So there might be too many unknown terms in the question, but if you look closely, there are big hints. So this is a country which became sovereign in 1929, which means a relatively modern country, right, compared to the historical country. And the sovereignty was recognized by the government of Italy. That's a big hint.
Okay.
So which country are we talking about?
Is the answer Malta?
Not Malta, but good guess. Going to Supriya now.
Is it Russia?
Not Russia. Russia was a country before 1929 also. Going to Vaibhav.
Is it the Vatican?
It is the Vatican. Vatican is the right answer. 10 points to Vaibhav. Italy was a big hit because Vatican City, the entire country is literally within Italy. And hence, like, you can see that image is from that agreement that happened in 929, where Vatican City became a country. Vatican City came from Vaibhav, which means the next direct will be Anirban. And but which modern city was founded by the generals of Emperor Akbar as the Mughal capital of the Bengal province in 1608? So look at all the hints. We're talking about a present day city, not a historic city. Okay, but it was founded by, not exactly by Akbar, but by his generals, because they went to Bengal, and they made this city the Mughal capital of Bengal. Okay, so which city are we talking about?
Wow, I have no idea. Uh, Dhaka.
What a great answer after saying I have no idea. It is
Oh.
Dhaka.
Yeah.
10 points to Anirban. Dhaka is one of the most important cities of the undivided Bengal. So Dhaka is correct. Dhaka was founded by the generals of Akbar. Anirban gets another 10 points. Next direct is for Kaneez.
Yeah.
Kaneez, Dakshin Gangotri was the name of India's first base in Dash. Okay, set up in 1982. We just need to fill in the blank. Okay, so let's look at the question.
What is FITB?
Fill in the blank.
Oh, sorry.
So basically, India. Sorry.
Sorry, nothing. Sorry, sir.
So India set its first base somewhere. Okay, in 1982, and called it Dakshin Gangotri. Where did India set its first base in early 80s? And it was called Dakshin Gangotri.
1980. Set their first base.
Yeah.
Dakshin Ganga was the name of the India's first base in
Dash, set up in 1982. So we need to fill that blank.
the Himalayas.
Not the Himalayas. Supriya.
Is it Antarctica?
What a great answer. It is Antarctica.
Wow.
10 points to
Nice.
Supriya. It is Antarctica. You can see that is one of the recent pictures of Dakshin Gangotri.
Wow.
Antarctica. So India made its first base in Antarctica in early. Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer.
Woo.
Next question to Vaibhav. What nickname was given to Frederick I, the Holy Roman Emperor, because of his flaming red beard? Okay, so the flaming red beard is a hint. This is an emperor, like an old Holy Roman Emperor called Frederick I, but he's more known because of his nickname, and that nickname literally means flaming red beard. Okay, what was the nickname that was given to him?
No, torch.
No, not torch. Going to Anirban.
French.
No, not French. Going to Kaneez.
Oh man, what nickname was given to Frederick, the Holy Roman Emperor, because of his flaming red beard? Was
Yeah,
it?
it literally means red beard. This word means red beard.
I'm sorry, I have unstable connection. Did Anirban answer something?
No, Anirban couldn't answer. It has passed to Kaneez now.
Red. Is it Phoenix? No.
Not Phoenix. Going to Supriya.
Is it gingerbread man?
I'm giving 1 point to Supriya for the creative answer, but not gingerbread man. Okay, we'll take one more round and see. I'll make it a 5-point question. What hint can we give? Okay, first hint is I'll try and give 2-3 hints because like no one came close to the answer. First hint is that the military operation in the Second World War, when the Allies finally, when the Axis powers invaded Russia, was named this. Okay, that's the first clue. The famous Russian invasion, when the turning point of the Second World War, when Germany decided that we can attack Russia and win, but they failed. That was the most important operation in Second World War. That was also named after him because he was German, so they named him after like one of their greatest kings. Second hint is the word, as this is one of those hints which will just make you think towards the answer. The next hint is an occupation. So the answer starts with the occupation that you associate with beard and hair and all that. Okay, so this is just a tricky hint, like there's no funda. I'm just trying to help your minds go in that direction. These are the 2 hints. First hint
Sorry.
is it's one of the most important military missions, military campaign of Second World War. And the second is the word that we are referring to starts with an occupation that you sort of associate with beard and hair and all that. Okay, we'll start with since Supriya got Antarctica. This is Vaibhav's direct.
Now there are 3 questions that I don't know after the hints.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
The
1 point to
occupation with the
Anirban
beard.
for being honest.
I don't know if Utna Purana Roman kings they had like people to hold their beards also. I don't know if that was an occupation, but I don't know. Barbers.
Yeah, good track. This is the word I wanted to think, wanted you guys to think of. Okay, going to Anirban now.
Bomb.
Not bomb. Kaneez.
Was it the Crimson Barber?
Not the Crimson Barber. Going to Supriya.
Barbarian.
Good track. Barber is what I wanted to. The answer is Barbarossa.
Oh my
Uh,
God!
Barbarossa.
Red.
Barbarossa literally means red beard, and as you can see his image, he had a flaming red beard, and the great military mission in Second World War was called Mission Barbarossa. No stress, no one gets a point, which means next direct will be Anirban, because this was Vaibhav's direct. Which Latin American city founded by Conquistita? I always have difficulty pronouncing it. Which Latin American city founded by Conquistador? Conquistador was basically the term used for Spanish invader in South America. Spanish people who led the Spanish conquest of Latin America. Francisco Pizarro served as the capital of Spain's New World Empire between 1535 and 1825. Okay, let's break down the hint. We are looking at a Latin American city. We are looking at something which was the capital of Spain, like Spain's entire Central South America thing that they used to rule for so many years. For almost 300 years, this city was the capital. I'm giving an extra hint that this city, even in today's time, is a capital city. Okay. Okay. So these are the 2-3 hints. Let's revise them. We're talking about a Latin American city, very important historically because it was capital of Spain's Latin American Empire. Similar to say British Empire of Indian subcontinent, capital was Delhi. ऐसा करके Spain's New World Empire was this. The capital was this, and the last hint is that this city is still a capital of some country.
Is it Rio?
Not Rio de Janeiro. Going to Kaneez. But good track, like we are looking at a capital city. Kaneez, sorry.
Is it San Paulo?
Not San Paulo, not Sao Paulo. But that is a capital city. That is correct. Going to Supriya.
Barcelona.
Not Barcelona. Vaibhav.
Barcelona.
No. What is the capital of Portugal? I don't know. Peru, maybe. I don't know. Like that's a country. I don't know. Pass.
It's
Pass.
a
You're
fruit.
passing.
Peru is a guava.
1 point to Kaneez there for her linguistic abilities. We'll make it a 5-pointer and go back again. Okay. So I like the track that Kaneez and Anirban are taking because it is the capital city in Central or Latin America. Unlike say Portugal or Spain, it has to be a capital of New World, so it has to be in that area. Second hint that I'm giving is Machu Picchu. That's the second hint.
Sorry. Oh,
Second hint is Machu Picchu. That's it.
I don't know the capital of that country.
Starting whenever Anirban is ready.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Kaneez.
I don't know the capital city of this country.
Okay, do you want to take a random guess or do you want
No.
passing to sorry. Okay, passing to Supriya.
Is it Lima?
It is Lima.
Yes.
Lima is correct. 5 point to Supriya. Because Vaibhav said Peru last time. So I was like, oh, is he coming to the answer? So I was like, do you have an answer?
Vaibhav is always this close to the answer.
So
There's a
Lima.
restaurant called Lima in BKC in Bombay.
Wow. Lima is the right answer. Lima, the capital of Peru, used to be the capital of the Spanish Empire for a long time. Great crack there by Supriya. After Anirban, there's a like very close score between Vaibhav and Supriya. Supriya is on 15 and Vaibhav is on 20. Vaibhav is on 20, Supriya on 15, Anirban on 30. And then we'll take the order will.
What's my score?
The score is 0, Kaneez.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit!
I was avoiding saying that. We'll reverse the order, but there is entire half left, so there's lots to score. And yeah, we'll start with Vaibhav now, and then from Vaibhav to Supriya to Kaneez, and we'll come back on. Okay, Vaibhav, you're direct. At the Double and Rhythm and Swing. These are two different books. At the Double and Rhythm and Swing are the autobiographies of which all-round cricketer from New Zealand. Okay, so we are looking at a New Zealand player, an all-rounder, and his two autobiographies are given here. Both are hints. At the Double and Rhythm and Swing. Which cricketer are we talking about? You have a Zidane equivalent in cricket?
No, I don't. Yeah, I have some guesses. I know. Okay, I won't. No. Just. Nah, pass.
Okay, passing to Supriya.
I don't watch cricket at all, so my guess is Vivian Leigh.
Wow, Vivian Leigh was actually one of the answers in the last
Oh.
movies
Oh,
tournament semi-final. Vivian Leigh was one of the answers. Okay,
Oh.
Kaneez.
Me? Oh. Is it Vuitton?
No, going to Anirban.
Dude, I thought people will answer and eliminate by now.
Literally, no names have been eliminated.
Is it Richard Headley?
It is Richard Headley, the greatest all-rounder to have come out of England. New Zealand. Sir Richard Headley. Anirban gets 10 points, and next direct is to Vaibhav. We only had 2 sports questions, which are done now. This is Vaibhav's direct. Vaibhav, in which part of India would you meet the Jarawa and Sentinelese tribes? Okay. In which part of? Yeah, that is correct. Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
Don't go
10
there.
points to
Don't
Vaibhav.
go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, I wanted to say that. Like, which part of India would you meet or not?
Yeah.
You should not. Jarawa and yeah, these are some of one of old most primitive tribes and devoid of human contact and all that. Okay, from primitive and old civilization, we continue with old civilization. Next direct is for Supriya. The name of which early civilization literally means land between the rivers in Greek. Okay, so we are talking about early civilizations, like really old civilizations. We know some of the major ones in the world. This is one of them. And literally it means land between the rivers. Okay? Sometimes people also say land between 2 rivers. That's an extra hint. In Greek, what civilization are we talking about?
I'm pretending like I'm thinking about the answer, but I don't know. So I'm gonna stretch it out for some time more.
Yes. I'm giving you 0.5 already for honesty.
Early civilization. It's Mohenjo-daro.
No, not Mohenjo-daro. Going to Kaneez now.
Oh, I have no idea. Is it Mesopotamia?
Absolutely correct.
Oh,
Wow.
lovely answer, man.
10
Beautiful.
points to Kaneez.
Wow.
Mohenjo-daro literally means Mound of the Dead.
Okay.
And Mesopotamia means land between 2, if you see the map, that's why I posted it here. There are 2 main rivers, Tigris and Euphrates. and the entire civilization was around these two rivers. And that's when Greek came and they were like, what do we call it? They called it land between rivers, and that's Mesopotamia literally means that. Great answer by Kaneez. Kaneez gets 10 points.
Thank God I'm not zero anymore.
Kaneez opens her scorecard now. Next direct is for Anirban. Anirban, which piece of territory was purchased by the United States from the Russian Empire in 1867 for $7.2 million? Okay, so think logically and think knowledge of geography and say which piece of territory was purchased by United States from Russian Empire in the late 19th century. Like we all know how US history is full of land that they either acquired through war or they bought from people. They bought some land from Spain, they bought some land from others. And this particular piece of land was bought from Russia. What territory are we talking about?
Alaska.
Yeah, great answer. Alaska it is. 10 points to Anirban. As you can see in the map, Alaska is really very close to Russia.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, in that sense, US and Russia are actually much closer than we think of, because when we see the map, we can't see it this way. But Alaska used to be Russian, and then US bought it.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. So Anirban gets. Sorry, Kaneez.
No, I'm just saying that's so unbelievably close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a famous controversy a few years earlier when Sarah Palin just said that you can actually see Russia from US, and people made fun of her and all that. Just like people make fun of anything that Rahul Gandhi says and all that. But then people actually proved that at some point in Alaska you can actually see Russia, so it's not incorrect.
Wow.
Anirban is leading with a long margin, but for second spot we still have a very close contest between Supriya and Vaibhav and Kaneez also. So there are four questions, which means 40 questions still on the up for grabs. Cool. Okay. Alaska was Anirban's right answer. So we go to Vaibhav now. Vaibhav, this is your direct. We're talking about etymology of a certain word. Which programmable mechanical device takes its name from the Czech word for slavery/forced labor, first mentioned in a play by Karel Capek? Okay, let's look at all the hints here. What we are talking about is technically a programmable mechanical device. Okay, the root of the word comes from a play. That's when the first time this word was used was in a play, and the inspiration for the word came from a Czech word, which literally means forced labor or slavery. Okay, so all these are heads. You combine all of them, and what is that one word you can think of? Programmable mechanical device takes its name from Czech word, but that's not important because none of us can speak Czech or we don't know Czech words, so don't focus on that. Focus on programmable mechanical device and think of slavery/forced labor. And think of a slightly modern word because play was from 20th century, not very ancient word. What word can this be?
I don't know. Is it computer?
Not computer. Good guess though. Going to Supriya now.
Is it calculator?
Not calculator. Going to Kaneez.
Is it sorry. Is it television? No, that's not. Sorry.
Not television. Going to Anirban now.
Is it robo?
Yeah, perfect answer. It is robot. 10 points to Anirban. It is robot. Robot, if you see the question, it is a programmable mechanical device, and it actually comes from the Czech word robota, R-O-B-O-T-A. Robota literally means forced labor, and robot. Beautiful answer by Anirban.
Wow.
Next direct question. Yeah, that's a good answer. Going to Vaibhav now. Vaibhav, your direct. Read the question carefully. By what brand name is the Federation of Italian Automobile Works at Turin more popularly known? Okay, by what name is the Federation of Italian Automobile Works at Turin more popularly known? So we're looking at a brand name.
I don't know, Porsche.
Not Porsche. Porsche is German, I think. Supriya?
Is it Fiat?
It is Fiat. The answer is right there. The answer is right there. I told you guys to look at the answers carefully.
Well
Federation
done,
of
Supriya.
Federation of Italian Automobile Turin. You combine those words and you get Fiat.
I was crossing my fingers that
Yeah.
Vaibhav doesn't say Fiat because I know that.
Yeah. I know that feeling. Fiat in Italian it means Fabbrica Italiana Automobile Torino, but like in English you translate it as. Oh, wow. Okay. Great crack by Supriya once more. Supriya is now on 25 while Vaibhav is on 30. Just telling you guys.
Oh.
Just telling you guys. Supriya is on 25. She was on 15. Got 10 more. Vaibhav was on 20 and it got. And with 2 questions left, let's see who's the which one of them qualifies.
Still in the running.
Yeah, Kaneez, you're on 10. So technically, yes, you are on. You're still in the game. Still in the game because if you get the other 2, you tie with Vaibhav. Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 30. Question number 18. Direct to Kaneez because Supriya got it. Hibakusha is the name given to survivors of which 20th century tragedy? Okay. This is just my suggestion to all of you. Like when you see very few words in a question, it invariably is a question where there are many hints. Okay. Like within those few words. Okay. So Hibakusha will sort of tell you the direction in which to think in the world, like where to go. And then we are talking about survivors, which means some like big tragedy would have happened that you have select survivors. Okay. And timeline is given. It is 20th century. So what tragedy are we talking about? Read the question, take your time, aram se tell me what are we talking about.
Is it the name given to the survivors of Hiroshima?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It is the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bomb survivors. 10 points to Kaneez. Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. Kaneez is now on 20. Hiroshima and Nagasaki bomb survivors are called, like we saw, they are called Hibakusha. And this is some photos of like real life Hibakushas, survivors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombing. Okay, which brings us to the last question of the quiz.
Oh my God.
So right now I'll tell you the situation. Kaneez is on 20, Supriya is on 25, and Vaibhav is on 30. Which means if Anirban gets this right, then Anirban and Vaibhav qualify. If Anirban passes it, if Anirban passes it, and if it goes to Vaibhav, and Vaibhav answers it correctly, then Vaibhav qualifies. If Anirban and Vaibhav miss it and Supriya answers this, then Supriya qualifies. It's as simple as that.
Wow.
Okay. Last question.
What about me?
If she answers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. If Anirban, Vaibhav, and Supriya all 3 don't answer, then it goes to Kaneez, and Kaneez ties with Vaibhav, and then we'll have a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay, fine.
All 4 results are possible.
Okay,
All
great.
4 results are possible.
Yeah.
All 4 results are possible in the last question of the quiz. Anirban, of which flightless bird are fairy, Galapagos, and king varieties of? Okay. These are not the only varieties. There are more varieties, of course. These are just examples. So, of which flightless bird are fairy, like fairy dash, Galapagos dash, king dash, are all what bird, what species of bird are we talking?
Penguin.
Yeah.
Penguin it is. I think Anirban.
I just saw
right.
Sumaira's video also.
Oh, wow.
Tomorrow.
Sumera. Oh my God. Sumera has helped Anirban. Answer here. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh man. Anirban gets it right. It is penguins. There is, if you can see, there are other varieties also: Humboldt, Snares, Chinstrap, Yodland. But we had a very, very close fight for the second spot. Okay, which brings us to the end of the quiz.
Oh.
Nice, fun, crisp quarterfinal.
Thank you.
This was
Yes.
already like the first quarterfinal. We had like in terms of score, we had two very clear winners and two were very far behind. In the sense that the two people who qualified were on 50-55. Two people who could not qualify were on 20-20. But this one, we had a very, very close fight for second, third. I think this was the score. Okay, Anirban is on 70. Okay, but Kaneez is on 20. Supriya is on 25, and Vaibhav is on 30. So it's been a very, very, very close fight for the second spot. I mean, there was Anirban was way ahead of the others, obviously, but Supriya, Vaibhav, and Kaneez very, very close fight. But in the end, Vaibhav qualifies, and then then you'll go back and think of all the answers that you could have cracked, could not crack. But we had some great answers like Dhyan Chand, Forward Block, Vatican City, Dhaka. Supriya with that Antarctica was a great crack.
Beautiful.
And Supriya with Lima was another great crack.
Yeah.
Kaneez with Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia was a great answer. And Anirban's robot was one of my favorite answers. And then again that moment when Supriya got Fiat was insane. And then of course Alaska and penguins. Great quiz. Thank you to all of you.
Great quiz.
who
Thank
have
you,
been a part of this.
Thank you. KV.
Have-